Just wanted to talk about a little bit about body image, because in the sport of running, we really don't have many people talking about it. The people who do talk about it are women. I haven't really seen any men talk about it, except for Ryan Hall. He posts on his Instagram saying that lighter does not equal faster, you know? If you didn't know Ryan Hall, he's basically like probably the skinniest marathon runner you could ever imagine. I think he might have been like 5'10", 125, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, he basically just ran himself into retirement because his hormones weren't right. He just kept getting injured. He just worked so hard. He had the mental part down, one of the toughest runners probably. But his physical side, he didn't really take care of that as well as he could have. But now he's just like a shredded bodybuilder. That's just honestly a pretty big inspiration, you know? And honestly, I just think we need more guys who are willing to talk about, you know, what they think of their body. Like, it's normal for guys to be insecure about their bodies. Like, we freaking have social media. Social media is meant to make us feel insecure about our bodies. I go on Instagram, I see this like runner who's like tall, you know, he doesn't have much muscle definition, but he's shredded. Like, you can see his muscles, because he doesn't have much body fat. And it's like, wow, that guy's like really cool, you know? I start comparing myself to him. And honestly, it does breed insecurity. Now, I'm not like the stereotypical runner in that sense, you know? I've always, since I was a kid, I've been like, you know, pretty small, like, not really skinny, but I wasn't never really even close to fat. Always had a bit of like a little fat on my belly, but other than that, like, never been like really close to being overweight. I've always been underweight, ever since I was born until like about, this year or last year. But yeah, just like, I look at all these runners, not even just on social media, but like on my team, on other teams I race against, and it's like, wow, like, they're running fast and, you know, they're like really skinny, really lean, you know, you can see their six pack. And then I begin to think like, man, am I just like too fat, you know? Are my legs like too big, you know? Because like I have really big legs, but like most fast runners, you know, their legs are like a lot skinnier. I wonder, is that like what's making me slower, you know? Is my body fat making me slower? Am I too short to run? And I don't want to say I've had an eating disorder because I've never been diagnosed for it, and I honestly don't know what the criteria is for an eating disorder, but I can say that during the cross-country season, there would be days like where I'd barely eat at all and get to practice, and I wouldn't eat for like maybe an hour or 2 hours after. Or, you know, I wouldn't eat much all day, but I would have like, you know, a burger from McDonald's or something, like, and that would be like 3 or 4 days a week. There was a time, yeah, where and I don't know much about nutrition other than you shouldn't be eating fast food every day if you want to get faster. And I was almost doing that. And yeah, I don't think I was eating enough good food or enough food in general to sustain my training during the cross-country season. I think that's kind of one of the reasons I started to decline over these last 2 years. All this to say is I'm a runner. I struggle with the way I look sometimes. But, you know, I have what I have. I have the body that I was born with, and I really can't change my genetics. So it's up to me to work with what I got and to be proud of it, be happy with it. And so, yeah, I might not have the genetics to be a runner who gets all these wins and PRs, but I still believe I can find so much beauty in running beyond, you know, just all of that stuff. I think, yeah, I think there's lots I can do to help people out, to help inspire people, despite the fact that, you know, I won't be like at, you know, Foot Locker Nationals or Nike Nationals, you know. I won't be like the fastest in the state or fastest in my district. Maybe not even varsity on my own team like I was for cross country. But so yeah, you can be short, you can have more fat on you, you can be all these things that don't fit the stereotypical runner mold. And you can still have fun with running, you know? You can still go out and try to PR. You can still set goals for yourself. You can still do fun things with fitness, you know? Just feel like right now running claims to be an inclusive sport when really it's only, you know, one type of runner is looked at all the time, and we don't see all the other types of runners, the 99% of runners who aren't that, you know, 1% type. So yeah, I don't have much advice on how to, you know, be comfortable with your body, really. One thing that helped me kind of get comfortable with having like a bit of a belly was just running without my shirt on at practice every day. You know, I bet people thought I was crazy for doing it. People were like, why does he like take off his shirt? You know, they kind of like, you know, tap it and whatnot, tease it. But at the end of the day, I think it just forced me to become comfortable with what I had. Okay, so it was me the next day. I just wanted to re-record the ending because I felt like it might have been a little bit too blunt. Basically, what I was trying to say is that, guys, it's normal to be insecure about your body. You're not alone. A lot of guys struggle with it. And I just want to say that because even though you kind of know that's true, like, you can't be the only one struggling with it. You know, us guys tend to think that, you know, sometimes we're the only people dealing with stuff and everyone else has it figured out. But yeah, I was talking with Ben about this, and he gave me a good quote. He said, always strive to improve your body, but be happy with it in the present. And I think that sums up perfectly. You don't want to hate your body. You don't want to be super insecure about it, but you want to be happy with it, but you still want to improve it. Because like I said, you got what you got, and that's all you got to work with, and you got to make the best out of it. And that's all you can do, really. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. I hope we can increase this discussion about male body image, especially in running. And yeah, let me know what you guys have to think about this in the comments.